Hey there, it's Juju, and it's day 80 of this administration, and the craziness continues. But today I thought I'd talk about dreams and share a funny story from the past about dreams. I've been having a lot of dreams recently, and I haven't been able to, by the time I open, I keep a little journal on my notes. By the time I open it, a lot of times it's slipped away. But years ago, I came to UC Santa Cruz, 1981, back in the amazing days, the halcyon days of UCSC, when there were no grades, there were written evaluations, and I was there when William Everson, who was a well-known poet at the time, he was probably like in his 80s, he had Parkinson, but the class was Birth of a Poet. And so we would lay around on pillows while he lectured and talked about, all of this consciousness. And as part of the assignment for the course, we had to keep a dream journal. And we were reading Joseph Campbell and all of the archetypes of the dreams. And when I was during this class, suddenly I couldn't remember any of my dreams. And it was one of the requirements to keep this dream journal and then do an analysis against the archetypes. And so I think eventually I ended up making up a few dreams, or maybe I admitted that I didn't have a lot of dreams and so I couldn't do the analysis. And at that time, like I said, there weren't grades or written evaluations, which when you get your transcripts is a lot more information than, an A, B, what's a 4.0. Here, it's like how you participate in the class. What are the topics of your paper? It was a very detailed analysis of your performance in the class. And so years later, I had to get my transcripts for something. So I got all of these old transcripts, and I must have known this at the time, though I obviously, didn't pay any attention. But I was reading for my narrative evaluation for Birth of a Poet, and it said that, Juju must have a blocked psyche because she's not able to remember her dreams. And, when I think about that now, that in my university transcript, it's mentioning that I have a blocked psyche. And then what was also very interesting is right after that class, all of a sudden, I started having all these dreams, meeting all of the archetypes, and it was really kind of crazy and funny. But lately, I haven't been able to. I've been having a lot of dreams. I think a lot of them are political, but by the time I try to hook it, it just slips away. And that happens so much with dreams. So tell me a little bit about your dreams. Do you keep track of them? Do you keep a dream journal? I find them personally fascinating. So this is Juju, unscripted, unedited, and unfiltered. Wishing all your dreams to come true, if they're the kind of dreams you want to have come true. And otherwise, thank goodness it was only a dream. Lead with love.